All right. Love, I'm just asking. So you got a man, right? Like your fiance or something that is important. So he got a job, he making 70 grand, right? Pretty good. He doing all right, whatever. So he go on a job interview. He gets a job for 100 grand.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a hell of a level up. 30K, I feel like is something you would take, right?
Depends on what it is. Okay, I'm following you. Go ahead. If he has to sell, but no, it's not worth it. Him.
Regular job. It's just a regular job.
No trick
That's why
bag.
that's why I can't use you for these because
I just want to make sure because
it's
you be
just
trying
so
to throw
unfun. I'm just saying upgrade to 30,000. He went on a job interview. That's worth it, right? But his ex is his boss.
Okay.
You good with that?
I'm trying to this little stupid scenario. Sure.
All right, never mind, man. Let me ask somebody else.
No, you can't dictate how I answer. Now, don't start already.
But you don't have to sit on the scenario. Just answer the question.
I said yes. I'm secure within my relationship with my man.
Okay, so he could work under her.
Not under her. She can be the boss, but he's not working under her.
She hired him.
Okay. What's your point?
Okay, what?
Under her. He's not working under her. Won't be late nights and Saturday and Sunday meetings unless we all have meetings. But no, for real, it honestly wouldn't matter. She's an ex for a reason, number one. Number two, even if they didn't know each other, if that's the case, he can sleep with anybody, right? So I'll see him 10 toes down. I trust my man, and she's an ex for a reason. I'm not pressed.
She's an ex because he cheated.
Okay, her stuff wasn't popping. That's why he cheated on her. I'm not worried.
Stop the cap.
He can cheat if the mentality is they may rekindle something. He can kindle with anybody, even if he didn't know the woman before. If it's an attractive woman, and if that's the insecurity, he can do to anybody, co-worker, boss, anything. So that's what I'm saying. No, I'm not going to let that be the reason why I would say don't take the job. I trust him, and we grown. So no, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, so you think him being able to have sex with anybody is the same as him having sex with an ex that he fucked the relationship up?
Right. I mean, if that's a concern, he can do it with anybody. So correct.
Gary S with the $10 super chat. Finally caught this show from the beginning. Word. I don't know. Ro,
I'm mature. My mentality and my mentals.
I'm mature too, but hell no. Because if she cheated, if he cheated on her, there's no telling what she has planned for him as the supervisor. She could be messing around with our money. No. Nope.
But if that wasn't the scenario, he could work for her?
If that wasn't the scenario, no. If they yes, he could work for her. If he didn't cheat on her, yes. But if he cheated on her, I would be thinking that she'd be trying to do something to mess the money up, mess up our lives in some way, shape, or form.
Okay. Your thought wouldn't be he messed it up. So if he working with her again, you wouldn't have a fear of him trying to get back.
Nah. Because it's good over here.
What? Like cheeks?
It's all good over here. You eat good.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Get attention. So there's no need to go anywhere else. But I would not trust her in that scenario if he cheated on her.
What you think, Alex?
No. Call it immature, call it insecure. We're not doing that. I don't believe in creating scenarios or opportunities for folks to try to rekindle anything. I feel like she's going to be in our business. No, absolutely not.
So regardless of whatever the reason is, he can't go work for her.
Nope.
So 30,000 ain't worth it.
That's only extra $300 on your take-home check. That's a no.
30,000?
Yeah, for every $10,000, that's about an extra $100 on your paycheck.
Huh?
It is.
What's 30 divided by 12?
Hemp, I'm telling you, it's an extra like $100.
What's 30,000 divided by 12?
Hemp, why you always want to argue?
What you mean?
Why you always want to argue? I'm telling you.
But that would be an extra 600 a month.
2,500.
So an extra 2,500 a month, that wouldn't be worth it.
When you think about taxes and stuff, it's really not that. And I say that because I've had that jump.
Okay.
It's not as much as you think it is.
Okay. So you say no, period, regardless of the bread.
We're not doing that.
What if it was 50,000?
No, it's still a no.
Man, what number would you sell your soul for?
That's exactly it right there. Selling my soul. I don't believe in creating opportunity. No, not like that. It's not happening.
So he just got to find another job.
Gotta go somewhere else.
And so, love, you go ahead. So when she give him a call, right? Because it's that type of job, right? 5 p.m. Hey, just FYI, tomorrow X, Y, and Z, and then you hear him chuckling and laughing.
It's nothing funny. I'm funny.
I mean, only I'm funny. Again, the mentalities that they have something going on, that can happen with anybody. But there will be boundaries put in place, though, and that's what extra boundaries definitely. But the opportunity can be with anybody, not just her. And again, if it's too much, I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Period. But I'm not gonna jump out there like that.
Men think they can always smash what they've smashed previously.
I guess, but my man, who was my fiance, as Rose said, it's all good over here. And I can't be worried about him trying to smash things or hurt people. Like, that just won't be on the forefront of my mind. Like, if I gotta worry about you smashing people, I don't need to be with you. That's just that's how I think about things. No.
I don't know if you worried, but all vagina is made to make penises bust a nut. So
of course they are.
Y'all be sitting up here like you sitting on a golden pot. It's a vagina.
But listen to what I'm saying to you. I agree with you. A puss is a puss. And like you said, but if you put a puss on a lamppost, they're going to stand down the corner, down the street, line, trying to get to it. They still out there now, to this day. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is that will not be my mindset and my frame of thinking of that they're cheating, because I don't have time to worry about that. If I have to worry about him cheating, he is not the man for me. Not all men, but what Adrian always say, black men don't cheat, which is a lie. But I'm just saying, like, we wouldn't even
contradict you. Okay.
I mean, all right. Men have a propensity to cheat. It was a joke, Hamp. Shut up.
I'm just saying, you're confusing.
I'm contradicting myself. Shut up.
I'm just saying, you confusing yourself. You think? Q, can you hear me?
Okay, you said Q. I was waiting for it.
No.
Nah, I think the women. So I'm gonna say it like this. I think the women are saying what they really feel. You know, I think Love is speaking from a factual place for herself. I mean, but if she really can't be with a nigga though. You have to be with a white nigga because a nigga going keep it all the way up. A nigga going cheat. Okay.
Well, that's just like saying that we're gonna cheat. Then I mean, which we do. Some of us do. Women. Next question, Hamp.
And this doesn't really correlate with the soft society, but it is, man. I'm so tired of the bullshitting, man. You can't tell me that day in and day out, he going to that job, they laughing and kikiing, eating lunch and shit like that. You like, oh yeah, everything kosher, and stop. Because you know that happens at jobs. That's why people created that construct of work husband and work wife. So
hell to the no.
No work getting done. No, everybody, all they doing is sitting there cracking jokes and eating lunch together. There's no work getting done.
Work might get done, but we all know. You saw the countries that went to 4-day work weeks, they still had the same production. In what is it, Portugal or Spain, they have siestas every afternoon and they still productive. There's some countries that got 2 months worth of vacation. when women get pregnant in these other countries, they all for a year.
Okay.
People ain't working 8-hour days. Motherfuckers might be in the office, but ain't nobody grinding it out 8 hours.
So if it was all like that with them, they would still be together. Like your scenario is kind of crazy.
Well, let me put it like this though, Asia.
Resist her.
So let's say if I was the boss, and I'm just going to speak for me, I may have a bit of a petty streak within me, right? This nigga working up in here. Okay, bet. I personally know you. So you piss me off. I know your strengths. I know your weaknesses. That is to my advantage as the boss. That is to my advantage. And then if you go ahead and you get somebody else, that always gives me the opportunity to be like, I know how much this nigga makes. At the end of the day, I sign his paycheck. That's the up for me. So I know what's going on, at least what you're taking home personally. I know all of your financial business as the boss. As the person who's signing your check, you had to sit interview with me. And I could have just given you the job. I could have just given you the job though off the strength because I know you. And speaking for me, I am on my healing journey as Nay is, but I may be coming from a petty place.
And that's fine, Alex. But if my man, and we're gonna use you because we're gonna do the role playing thing. If my man is your ex, if my man is your ex, and he knows you're petty, you didn't wake up petty yesterday. You were petty when y'all were together. So if he takes this job knowing you're petty, that's a problem. I'm not adding extra variables into it. You know what I'm saying? So if he knows you're petty, that means I know you petty. I'm like, no, don't take that job. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be some type of rationale and wisdom used in this scenario at some point. If this a petty woman that you've been like this for a minute.
But he went on an interview knowing that though. Once he even did the interview, you have to go through more than one interview. So
he wouldn't even take the interview if you're as petty as you say you are.
But we're at the point where he's already at the interview. He took the job. He got offered the job.
No, he wouldn't have went to the interview.
Let me say something real quick.
Oh God.
Let me say something real quick. Women are a victim to their emotions. And every last one of you women know exactly how the scenario is going to play out. Stop playing stupid. You already know. You guys are petty as hell, and you're a victim to your emotions.
No,
even if you could be the most professional person.
I am not agreeing I'm a victim to my emotions. They can agree to that. I'm not agreeing I'm a victim to
yes, you are. Yes, you are.
That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. I ain't playing with nobody money because you ain't gonna play with mine.
Right, that part too. So she play with the money. It's gonna be a whole lot.
Go ahead, Triple Black. Go ahead, finish.
Go with the insult.
Have you ever been? So have you ever been? Many men have dealt with this, right? Let's just say you were at a party, you were anywhere, and there'd be that one woman that she don't like. She will find every excuse to make it a problem or make it known that she don't like her. Am I right or wrong?
Wrong, because not every woman is like that.
That's my point. Like,
Lord,
talking about. Like, I don't even know how you're entering this conversation with this. I'm not even engaged in this stupid conversation.
So you're saying that you guys are not a victim to your emotions, and that you.
I said no already.
Cool. All right. I don't believe that. I mean, do you believe that?
I think in the case of the boss, that's why I said even if he took the interview, because of course men want their money, he's looking at it as an advancement situation. He might even be looking at it as if, she'll look out for him or whatever the case. My thing is, yes, that ex, she's a victim to her emotions because she's going to fuck with him. She's going to fuck with him on the job, whether it's pettiness, like maybe she do try to brush up against him or whatever the case is. It's really on him. It's on him to decide what he wants to do. Now, if he cheats, me being me, he know we done. So if that's the risk that you want to take, then that's what's going to happen. But on the case of the boss and her being the ex, I agree with No Cupcake Zone. I think that she is a victim to her emotions, and I wouldn't risk it. I would not risk it if I was him. But if he decides to take it because he wants to get more money, fine. But as soon as he cheats, we're done. And I'm sure he'll be out of a job.
Man, fuck what No Cupcake Zone talk about. Listen, when it comes to the cheating part, yes, a nigga going nigga. But as far as her being petty and all this other shit, y'all sound childish as fuck. Because look at it, and I'll put myself in a scenario now. If it came to Miss Nate getting an extra bag, I'm not getting in the way of that, because I know if it's an ex, it either went one or two ways. Either they left on good terms or they left on not so good terms. And knowing her, she's not gonna sit under somebody she don't fuck with the long way. So that's a childish mentality, right?
Scenario was that he
fuck with the bag. She's gonna be able to get petty. She's gonna be able to do all this shit. If that's the case, that shit likely ended on bad terms. So he'd be stupid to take the job.
Thank you. That's
the reality.
But did you guys just listen to yourself? Did you listen to yourself? The litmus test. The litmus test is on the man. It's on the man for him to not cheat. You didn't say anything about the woman putting the bait out there. Like, when I'm saying a woman is a victim to her emotion, either way, either the woman that has a man is gonna act on her emotion, or the woman that's in power is gonna act on her emotion. Either she's gonna try to entice him. What I'm saying is, you guys cannot be cool. It's not gonna be. Somebody is going to either try to get the upper hand. That's just how you guys are wired. Either the wife or the girlfriend is going to try to establish some type of like rules or power or whatever, or the woman in power is going to do that shit. It's never going to be a situation to where she's on her P's and Q's and you are on your P's and Q's. There's always going to be a fight. That's what I'm saying. You guys are a victim to your emotions, and I'm talking. You know I'm right. You know you ain't gonna be wrong. Come on, man.
Nigga, no. Let me tell you this.
Get out of here, man.
Who gets along more? Because you want to bring it, we can bring it, motherfucker.
Already.
When it comes to these co-parenting situations,
go there.
When it comes to these co-parenting situations, who does a better job of getting along? 2 women or 2 niggas?
Men.
2 men.
Get fuck out of here. Fuck that.
Men.
The women tend to get along better.
No, they never get along better.
They tend
in a
to get
corporate
along
setting,
better.
in a work setting.
You
No, they
niggas
don't.
want to be in charge.
No, you're
you
wrong.
niggas want to be in charge.
You're wrong.
It's like if y'all there, that nigga either got he cannot exist. So
no, you're saying work. What are you saying?
I'm saying when it comes to co-parenting, when a woman has to step up to be a step anything to children, she does a better job at it than a man does at that.
Are you talking about children? Wait, what was your wait? Preface your comment. Are you talking about with step parenting?
Exactly.
Specifically,
when it comes to step parenting and being able to
women get along way better.
Those other parents, women do that better.
Women do that better. Yeah, if you talk, but we're talking about work though. So how'd you get there?
Right. Because of his point about women not being able to get along for whatever. If he's able to take that job and y'all saying, oh, these submissive women and all this shit, and that shit is in order, there's not going to be a problem there.
But we're talking about in a corporate.
Stop listening to argue and just listen to understand. What I'm saying is you're a victim to your emotions. Either one of the women are going to pull for power. Either the woman that's in power, which is the boss, or the wife. It's going to it's never going to be a situation to where.
So then I guess maybe for you need to break down to me what would be the reasoning for the
Don't
woman.
try to individualize it. It's reality. It's reality.
Nigga,
because the thing about it is the wife. If she's the wife, she's gonna remind that dude, you better not mess with that girl at work under any circumstances.
But why should she have to remind him of that?
She's also just don't take the job. That's
but
dumb.
She shouldn't have to remind him of that. He should know. He should know better not to do nothing like that. He's married, so he should know. Let me.
He's not married.
Going up and up. They're not married. Okay, so that's his woman. Whatever. He should know better.
Mm-hmm. So it's not.
Why should you have to remind him like he's a child?
It's not going to be worth his piece to try to go for that extra bag.
Right.
Like, come on, that's what I'm saying. You sound childish as fuck.
So,
but then, what would be the reason that the boss would try to entice him, unless shit ended on bad terms? So again, it would be stupid for him to take the job.
So he's choosing to take the job for whatever reason he's choosing.
That's my whole point. That's my whole point. You guys are a victim to your emotions. If she felt slighted or she felt burned by the relationship, she's going to do something to retaliate. Come on, man. It's easy. It's easy to understand. If the boss felt like, you know what, this dude did me wrong, we're gonna hire him, but I'm gonna make him go through hell.
Then he's stupid as fuck for taking the job.
You guys disagree with that?
She would be stupid too, because she messing up her own bag. Like you gonna waste your bag
now
on a
are women rational? So are women rational? Are women rational 100% of the time?
Dude, it sounds like
nobody's 100%.
No, let's be real. It sounds like
you know what?
Argue other
points
love. About women, because the shit you talking about this topic makes no sense. So just say that. Just say, I think women do this and I don't like it. I came on here to argue with women.
Let the men decide. Let the men
But
decide.
the shit you're saying makes no sense.
I agree.
We on repeat from the last time your ass was up here, saying a bunch of shit that don't make sense.
That's true. That's true. Can I read the super chat? Because I'm gonna read the super chat. Matthew Peterson.
Don't blame it on me. You just triggered.
No.
You just triggered because you don't like what I'm saying.
Triple black. Hold on. Matthew Peterson, thank you for the $2 super chat. Hey, yo, do y'all boot people on Wednesdays? Yes. Unequivocally, yes. You can boot him for $20. Thank you, Matthew.
So I'm trying to understand what Triple Black said that made people start saying his take was stupid, because he because he said that women, what did he say? They think with their emotions, or they're led by their emotions. That, are you guys saying that stereotype is untrue?
No, I'm saying it doesn't apply to this particular scenario, but it could stand for something else that it sounds like he wants to say. So maybe you need to present a question to be able to let him get that off. That's what I'm saying.
So if he's saying, because things would make you emotional in this situation. So if he laughing and giggling, if they're going out for drinks after work, I mean, there's so many things that could trigger an emotion. And then on the other side, if the lady's emotional on a given day, she could do things with, like what Rose said, or she could try him, especially if he lost her through cheating on her. She might go try to get them cheeks again because of emotions. So what is illogical about that is my question.
What I'm saying, what's illogical is what nigga in his right mind would know he cheated on a bitch. Now she's your boss and able to play with your money. That's dumb.
That is dumb, Q. That is dumb, but that does not mean that it takes away from him having an opportunity to better himself.
But so that's not an opportunity, bro, at that point.
It's not an opportunity to you. It may be an opportunity for him, because it may be a field that he's been trying to get into, that he's been working in another job. Like, we have to be realistic. That is very possible. It's not like
also be realistic too, though. Understand this. If that's, he's not the only person or only field that he can get into, right? If he wants a particular field, there's other jobs out there, and peace of mind is worth more than $30,000. And back to Alex's point, if that woman that he cheated on is super petty, he's not even going to go for the interview, because why? He won't last there long anyway, because she's going to find something to mess with his peace and or his money. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So you guys are off base from the emotional part then, right? Because you're saying her character is to be petty, right? But if her emotions take over at any, wait a second. If her emotions take over at, because you're not listening.
No one said
if her emotions take over at any given point, if women are stereotypically emotional, then anything can happen. So why are we trying to act like what the man is saying is just foolish?
Because it is.
But that's the point he's making. He's not talking about the man. He's talking about the two women in a given situation, because the scenario is presented to a woman.
But it's not accurate. So that's why we saying something. We not dumb here. We know what the fuck we saying, and we standing on it.
That's exactly why he shouldn't even take the job then, if that's the case, is what I think what he's trying to say.
Yeah, I understand that point, but it's not mutually exclusive to his point.
We were presented with a hypothetical situation. If the man took the job, right, and he was under his ex that he used to mess with, and then he has a primary girlfriend or a wife, right? What I'm saying is there's always going to be static there, because women are a victim to their emotion. It's not going to be, I'm not saying that they're wrong, but you guys are a victim to your emotion. There's going to be static either from the boss or the wife, knowing that relationship. Are you guys arguing that?
Yes. And I'll say it for the third time. Yes. I was trying to answer my reason why, but I kept on being told to be quiet.
I was fucking
The reason why I'm debating
Wait. I was talking. That's why I had to tell you to be quiet. Stop victimizing yourself. Go ahead.
I am no victim. I said
All
I
right,
couldn't
talk
answer.
now. Talk now.
Okay,
Talk
but
now.
I'm not a victim though. That's
No,
I'm not
yeah.
a victim. So you can sit there and say stuff like that, expect me to sit there and not address it.
All
I'm
right,
not.
go ahead and talk.
Women are not. You gonna keep interrupting? You gonna keep interrupting though and being petty and waving?
Oh
Nigga,
man,
you hot? You need a fan?
your daddy.
No.
I'm gonna come over. I'm like, ooh, you lucky I'm on live TV. Anyway, I'm ignoring this nigga in the corner. Triple black. The fact that you sat there and said women are victims to their emotions is what I was arguing against. You need to broaden your horizons who you're actually coming in contact with, because it's not like the woman that it's not a given, put it this way, it's not a given that the boss is going to be petty and be emotional and try to get at him. That's not a given. It's not a given that the wife is going to be jealous or insecure. As I already sat there and said, in my example, I would not be insecure. If everything was even killed, I would not be insecure the fact that he's working for his ex. However, what I did say is there would be no interview if we knew she was a petty woman. That does not make logical sense. And we make logical decisions in my household. That's what I'm saying to you. So you can't.
Let me just ask you this question. Let me ask you this question.
Hold on, triple back. Go ahead, finish, love. Go ahead.
The argument was you cannot just start a blanket statement and say women are a victim to their emotions. Because honestly, to be very honest with you, you say things and you don't listen to what's actually being stated by the people on the panel. And you just come on just windmilling and swinging at anything with these crazy arguments that are nonsensical. And I'm being serious. I want you to listen for understanding and then address one particular point that someone said and not some argument going on in your head that only you can hear. Now, please address what I just said.
Final thought on this one.
I get your sentiment, but I also, I'm headstrong in my thing, and I get what you're saying. Like you don't like me generalizing, but as a 42-year-old man, I've seen too much to not draw conclusions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, when they say like if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, it's insane. If you keep seeing the same thing over and over and still acting the same, that's insane. Like what I'm saying is, men, we've seen this stuff play out many, many, many times, and it's been that same way. So we have to draw up broad generalizations of stuff. I'm gonna ask every woman on the panel, and you just act on your first instinct, right? Let's just say you had a boyfriend or a husband, right, that worked for a company, and his direct boss, they used to have a relationship, right? They said, you know what, we're having an office party, right? No other spouses are invited. What is your first feeling?
As I said earlier,
Go ahead and answer the question. What's your first feeling?
No
other spouses involved.
You're not going.
That means he's going to be there with his ex. Come on, man. You tell me y'all ain't going to get triggered. All right.
Can I just say, I'm like, women be about a bag, so I don't think we're going to let anything get in the way of our money at any point in time. If you're going to go that would just be me. I'm like, I'm not gonna stop that. Me as maybe the significant other, I'm like, yeah, no, get that money. But we're gonna have a conversation. If you went on that interview and you found out that it was your ex, we're gonna have a conversation about it. How did that relationship end? If I don't already know. Once we figure that out, and if we figure out she's probably petty, yeah, then we might have to have a conversation about that. And more than likely, I would not want you to necessarily take the job because she might be trying to play with your money. But we have to weigh the pros and cons of that too, because even her as the boss, she'd be stupid to want to play with your money too. That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen because I might get in my legal bag and I'm not playing with my money. So that's just me.
All right. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Triple Black.